Hello my dear sweet friends, welcome to all of you. This is Vinay here to discuss with you about the topic of English. And here I brought you an entire new topic or an innovative topic before you people, just because to inculcate about the English grammar. And here in this topic we will learn about 0 to Zenith. Means this is for those people who all are initials or who all are beginners. To them this video is going to be very helpful to them, just because to initiate their English grammar studies. Okay, so I hope with the hope that I will start this grammar topic, and in this session we will learn about in this 0 to Zenith in this in this video we will learn about the subject plus predicate. Okay, so what are those? Just you have to understand that what is meant by subject actually. At the very first we have to know about the subject. Subject is nothing but subject is that, or subject is that person. Subject includes nouns, pronouns, and instead of that we can allow something gerund nouns. Okay, gerund nouns will take the place of subject as well. So subject includes all these noun, pronoun, and instead of that you can include or accept these both, or besides these you can include gerund noun as well. So I have included as well that again, and I will show you while we will dealing with all these examples. But we have to know, we have understood till now about what we have to include in the subject, but what is the subject actually we have to know about that. Okay, because that is mandate. So what is subject? Subject is nothing but, subject is that person or subject is that thing which is performing the action. That's why you have to call as the subject. And what is meant by predicate? Predicate is nothing but, predicate includes verb plus object. That's we call as the predicate. Okay, I hope you understood. And just because for your understanding I am going, or I am moving from the scratch to the Zenith. So this is all about the 0 to Zenith session. So I hope now you are being connected with me till the end. So now with the hope that I will start, I will initiate, I will commence my topic. So these are all mentioned about the predicate. Okay, and these are all about the subject. Okay, these all are taking the place in the subject place. So we will deal with all these. Okay, how to start? And if you want to practice, okay, if you want to practice, and if you want to be perfect in English grammar, then you have to do just these things, these initial things, that which I am going to suggest you have to continue with all those, just because if you want to be a perfect grammarian, okay, a perfect grammar learner, or if you want to be perfect in English grammar structures of writing, reading, and if you want to be in these aspects perfect, then we have to follow all these what I am going to suggest, all these instructions. Okay, so just you have to take like these are my suggestions. Okay, just as being a good friend of you, I will tell you what are the steps you have to begin with. Okay, so you have to begin with doing all these things. Okay, you have to begin with doing all these things initially. Okay, so these all are for you people who all are beginners. And now I will suggest you these few points that you have to keep in your mind. If you are complete beginner, then you have to deal with all these predicates. How? Subject plus predicate, these all are in the 10 forms. Okay, sorry, and these all are in the predicate place. These all are taking the predicate place. And if you want to start with, then you have to start with all these. Okay, you have to begin with, you have to initiate your preparation of grammar, or of English from here only. Okay, then you will be thorough in the English grammar. So now you have to start with all this. Okay, when to use and where to use and what to use, that is very important in English. Okay, so here you have to start with the positives, 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 and negatives. And to these only we will call in the Hindi as nakararti and hokararti. Hokararti means positive, nakararti means negative. Means if you do all these things, means if you add not, then that will become the negative sense, or that will show the negative sense. Okay, so you have to do all these things, and you have to inculcate your mind that I have to be perfect in English just because, or just by doing all these things. These are all the initial steps. Okay, so positives, negatives, and again few other steps are there. WH. Okay, sorry, WH plus yes no types. Yes no types. I hope you understood that. Because in my previous videos I have already covered. It might be, I am maybe, or I might be, I think, because I have covered all these things in my initial or in my previous days, in my previous videos, regarding the positives, negatives, WH, and yes no types. In those individual videos I have covered. If you want to watch those videos, then you have to go and visit my playlist, then you will get those videos there. So if you do all those things, then that will be better after doing all the, after completing this video, because these will give you the glimpse regarding all these WH types and yes no types, what are these, and what are the significance of all these in English grammar. Okay, so now you have to begin with, means you have to yes, begin, and you have to start with doing this one. Okay, this is the subject and predicate part. You have to cover all these, and after that you have to go for positives, negatives, WH, and yes no types. Okay, so these are all the points or instructions that you have to keep in your mind, and you have to inculcate in your mind. You have to remember all these, and you have to move with all these. Okay, so now we will begin the session. So how to deal with this? He, and with these, with these, what type of auxiliary verbs we have to add? I will show you. He, with the singular third persons. These are all the singular third persons. Means, what are those singular third persons? Singular third persons are those if he and she. Okay, sorry. If I and you are talking, I and you, these are the first persons and second person. These are the persons. Okay, there are three persons in English grammar that I have already covered in my previous videos. So if you go and visit my playlist, then you will get that video as well, because if you understand that one, then you will be thorough in means you will understand the minute things regarding all these, means subtle things. So I will in a very bird view manner, I will tell you what are these persons. Then you will understand the usages of auxiliary verbs with all those. So with I, you have to use our am. Okay, am is just prescribed for I only. I is singular in the sense, but we use with that am, and that is also called as, that is the plural, but that is the singular, and we have to use it, sorry, use with it the am. Okay, means there is, this is the helping verb. If am is always used with the I. Okay, so this is the first person and second person, and third persons are those if these persons are talking, and if these persons are talking about these third persons, and these are called as the third person. Means with about whom these two people are speaking, those are called as, those are being spoken are called as the third persons. I hope you understood, and if you haven't understood, then try to understand that he and she are the singular third persons. He, she, and it. Okay, he, she, and it, these are the singular third persons, and with these you have to use our the singulars. Okay, is and has. Okay, with all this, how to construct these sentences I will tell you, but before that I will tell you, or I will convey you their usages with the singular, sorry, their usages with the helping verbs. So with we you have to use our, have, and are. Okay, and were, and with he, she, it you have to use was in the past tense, and in present tense you have to use is, and in the future tense you have to use will. Okay, I hope you understood thoroughly. And now with they you have to use they is also the third person. This is third person plural. They is third person plural, not singular. These are singulars. He, see it, and they is plural person, plural third person. With that, you have to use ever, the are, were. This is actually the were and not where. Okay, you have to pronounce were. W-E-I. In short, I have written. So I hope you understood. And with they, you have to use have, and in past you have to use had. Had is the only thing, only a perfect auxiliary verb in the past tense. This is used with both singulars and plurals. Okay, that is the only single thing that you have to use with this. They means with the singulars and plurals. I hope you understood. And now with I, you have to use will in the future, and am in the present, and was in the past, and had in the past perfect. I hope you have understood thoroughly now. I hope you are understanding. Okay, I hope you are understanding. So you, with you have to use, this is second person, and this one is acting as the dual character. Means this will play the dual character, like this is as second person, that is the another thing, but this is used with singular and plural both. Okay, I hope you are understanding. So now with you have to use ever, are, were, have, had, will. Okay, okay, okay. And now with it you have to use as, sorry, is, was, has, had, will. And with this and that you have to use with this is singular and these are plural. That is singular, but this is the past tense. Or if that is the very far away from you, then you have to use, for conveying that you have to use that. And also, by the way, you have to use this for the for referring the past tense, like that phone, because if there is the far away from me, for example, for instance, if this pen is far away from me, then I have to tell that pen. And if that is not visible, then you have to say that. And if there is a past thing, then you have to say that. And if there is a present, and if there is a near, and if there is a singular, then you have to use this. I hope you understood that also. So the same case with all these plurals as well. So with this, that, you have to use this is, that is. And with these and those, you have to use are, were, have, had, will. Okay, I hope you understood everything. And these can, could, and should, these all are the models. Okay, models. So how to frame the questions and how to frame the sentences actually with using all these, I will tell you in a very simple manner. Okay, in a very short, in a very gist form. So the last one is speaking. This is the gerund form, gerund noun. Okay, speaking English is good. Speaking English is good. Speaking English. Speaking English is good. Good is adjective here. So you have to use, you have to, initially you have to learn in English. Before learning anything, you have to learn the tenses, and you have to learn the usages of right usages or the correct usages of the helping verbs, and along with that you have to learn the prepositions, conjunctions, and all these parts of speech, because you will understand that which word where to use. Okay, I hope you understand that one as well. So he is going to school, she is playing cricket, we are reading books, they are in the library, I am going to home, you are very good intellectual, it is bad thing, this is my pen, that is my car, these are my books, those are our classrooms. Speaking English is good, and speaking is the non-verbal communication. Okay, I hope you understood that as well, and how to use should plus object. you should speak English. Okay, speaking English is good, you should speak English. And I had to do that work. Okay, I had to do that work because that was mandatory. And if I have to do this work, this is in present tense, I had to do that work, that is past tense. And this is all about the basic understanding regarding the subject and predicate. I hope you understood thoroughly, and if you want to take the screenshot, you can take. You have to follow all these throughout your English journey. Okay, I hope you understood, and I will stop here. And if anything are there, if anything good or bad, if pros and cons, anything, whether this video is beneficial or you for you or not, just you have to convey through the comments in this section. Thank you so much. I will stop here and meet you in my innovative video. I will be bringing like these further innovative videos before you all, and thank you so much. I will stop here. Thank you very much.